Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to talk about Joe Burrow's fake injury against the Washington football team, November 22nd, 2020. In case you're new here, we talk about the language of gematria, which is Jewish mysticism, which comes from Kabbalah. Kabbalah has the core belief that God created the world with letters, numbers, and words. We talk about four base ciphers, the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology, the reverse alphabetic order, and the reverse alphabetic order with the rules of numerology. In case you've been living under a rock your entire life, the entire world of professional sports is rigged and scripted by the numbers, and we're going to once again prove that in this video. You don't believe me? Sign up for the Patreon. The link will be pinned in the comments section. We had another great week this year. We crushed the NFL, as we've done all year, because we know how the games are scripted. So, Joe Burrow's fake injury. Notice it happened against the Washington football team. The full name for ACL tear, 117. Washington football team, 117. He was a quarterback, 117. He was throwing to Tyler Boyd on the play. Tyler Boyd, 117. Joe Burrow selected first overall April 23rd in the NFL draft. Notice how from the date he was selected first overall to his fake injury was exactly 213 days. Joseph Lee Burrow sums to 213. Burrow signed a $36.1 million contract July 31st, 2020. The NFL draft, April 23rd, that's the 114th day of the year in leap years. And from the date Burrow signed to the date of his fake injury was exactly 114 days. And there's no doubt that Joe Burrow absolutely has a fake injury. Not even a question about it. For those of you that have to ask, well, why would these players sign up for these fake injuries? Why? And even if Joe Burrow really is hurt, understand it's just all a ritual. You know, I mean, how many of you would go out and get your ACLs torn to shreds for $36.1 million? You know, I guarantee you the line would be from here to the moon. You know, it's not hard to see why they do this, but I guarantee Joe Burrow, there's nothing wrong with him. Do you see the way he got hit? People, players get hit like that every day in the NFL and they don't get hurt, Burrow just laying on the ground. Here, how do you like my acting? Is this the play we're doing it on? It's like, come on, people. $36.1 million. You could tear up my leg in a heartbeat. So notice April 23rd is the day leaving 252 days left in the year. From September 8th, the 252nd day of the year in leap years, to Burrow's injury is 75 days. September 8th also leaves 114 days left in the year. Notice Washington football team sums to 252. And from September 8th to November 22nd is 75 days, like how Joseph Lee Burrow's 75, Cincinnati Bengals is 75. The college football team, Cincinnati Bearcats, is also 75. Not hard to see why Burrow was chosen to play for the Bengals, another Manchurian athlete, born and bred to be, birthed accordingly, named accordingly, no doubt about it. He played for the LSU Tigers, now for the Cincinnati Bengals. Tigers. So from the date of the NFL draft to the date Burrow signed his contract was 100 days, like Bengal Tigers 100. The Bengals are named after the Bengal Tiger. Again, he played for the LSU Tigers, now the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, you can't even keep a straight face talking about this. It's just so fake. So November 22nd, that's the 63-year or the 57-year anniversary of the Kennedy assassination. Notice John Fitzgerald Kennedy's 100. Cincinnati's 51, Ryan Finley's 51. In the game against the Washington football team, quarterbacks Ryan Finley and Joe Burrow combined to throw for exactly 233 yards. 233 is the 51st prime number. Again, Cincinnati 51, Ryan Finley 51. Ryan Finley and Joe Burrow, numbers 5 and 9. John F. Kennedy, 59. Kennedy was shot in 63, 57 years ago. from Kennedy's birthday to the date Burrow signed his contract was 63 days. Ryan Finley sums to 57, 57-year anniversary. You couldn't have scripted it any better. So the opening week of the NFL season, which was Joe Burrow's debut with the Cincinnati Bengals, notice he threw for 193 yards. From Kennedy's birthday to the date of this game was 107 days, like how shooting's 107. John Fitzgerald Kennedy's 107. I forgot to put it up here, but 107's the 28th prime number. Dallas, Texas sums to 28. Kennedy was shot in the middle of Dealey Plaza in Dallas, Texas. Notice John F. Kennedy, 193. Shooting, 44, 193, the 44th prime. Shooting also 37, like Los Angeles. This game was against the Los Angeles Chargers. And again, from the NFL draft to what would have been Kennedy's birthday, 37 days. You think that's a coincidence? If you have cognitive dissonance, you might say so. So notice this game, November 22nd, the Bengals combined to throw for exactly 233 yards. How many passes did they attempt? 44. Coincidence, coincidence. So notice they fell to 2-7-1 in the season, like how Washington's 58, huge number in Washington. Freemasonry's 58, Annuit Coeptus is 58, Rosicrucians 58, We the People 58, Don't Tread on Me 58, In God We Trust 58, Secret Society 58. Hillary Clinton lost the 58th presidential selection where she wrote a book called What Happened? What Happened 58, 271, the 58th prime number. Washington improved to 3-7 on the season. Think about it. So the full name for ACL tear, notice it's 261. The Bengals entered this game with a record of 2-6-1. Go figure. ACL tear 129, like Ryan Finley, like Bengals. And of course, notice the LSU Tigers the day before, November 21st, they won with 51 combined points. Arkansas went down with 24. Bengals is 24. Cincinnati completed 27 passes against Washington. LSU became 3-3 in the season. Tigers is 33. Joe Burrow won the national championship with LSU over Clemson, the Battle of Tigers. And look at the quarterback for LSU, TJ Finley. Is this guy any relation to Ryan Finley? Can anybody confirm that? Does anyone know that? Is he related to Ryan Finley? Even if he's not, just think about that. What are the odds? Joe Burrow goes down with the fake injury. Ryan Finley comes in. And TJ Finley, quarterback in the LSU Tigers. And look at how many yards he threw for, 271. Come on, people. You want to learn more about this stuff? You want to make a lot of money? Sign up for the Patreon. Till next time.